Welcome back, friends, in English Made Easy by Neha.
A mother said, "Why can't you be more like your sister?" one time as a joke. 15 years later, her daughter told her she still remembers that exact sentence, word for word. Welcome back. Today we're talking about something almost every household with more than one child deals with, often without even realizing it, comparing one sibling to another. I'll share 2 stories today, then a few things that actually help, and stay till the end, as always, for today's idioms explained simply. Sunita had 2 daughters, Ritu, the elder, always top of her class, disciplined, quiet, and Naina, the younger, more artistic, more emotional, always a little behind in school. At every family dinner, relatives would say things like, "Ritu is so studious. Why isn't Naina like that?" And Sunita, without much thought, would sometimes echo it herself. "See, even I don't understand why you two are so different." One evening, during a small argument about homework, Sunita said, half joking, "Why can't you just be more like your sister?" She didn't think much of it. It felt like a normal thing parents say. 15 years later, when Naina was 28, during a deep conversation with her mother, she said, "Do you remember the day you said that? Why can't you be more like your sister?" I still remember exactly where I was standing when you said it. Sunita didn't remember it at all, but for Naina, it had become one sentence that quietly shaped how she saw herself for years as the other daughter, sitting in the other chair, always slightly behind. Sunita was stunned. She said, "I don't even remember saying that. I never meant it seriously." Naina said, "I know you didn't mean it as something big, but I heard it as I am the version of a daughter. You didn't quite get." Every time Ritu got praised for something, I quietly translated it in my head as I'm the one who isn't enough. Sunita held her daughter's hands and said, "I am so sorry. I never once thought of you as less. I think I just didn't realize that comparing you, even once, even lightly, would stay with you this long." Naina said, "It's okay, Ma. I just needed you to know it happened and that it mattered." Here's why sibling comparison affects children so deeply, even when it seems minor to a parent. Number 1, it's not compared to a stranger. It's compared to someone they live with every day. A child can't escape the comparison. The other sibling is right there. At every meal, every family photo, a constant living measuring stick. Number 2, children rarely tell you it hurt. Most children don't come back and say that comparison hurt me in the moment. It gets absorbed quietly and shapes their self-image slowly over years without a parent ever knowing. Number 3, even positive comparison can hurt the other child. Praising one child by comparing them to the other. "At least you're not like your brother" doesn't just affect the child being criticized. It can also put pressure on the child being praised, who now feels responsible for staying the better one. Let me tell you about another family, Vinod's 2 sons, Karan and Nikhil. Karan was a talented cricket player, winning trophies regularly. Nikhil loved music, but rarely got the same attention at home for it. At one family function, Vinod proudly displayed Karan's newest trophy on the shelf and said in front of everyone, "Whew, whew, this is my real achievement as a father." Nikhil, sitting quietly in the corner, heard it clearly. Later that night, Vinod found Nikhil sitting alone outside and asked what was wrong. Nikhil said, "I've been practicing music for 3 years. I never once saw you look this proud about anything I did." Vinod sat down next to him and said, "I think I've been measuring pride in trophies when I should have been measuring it in effort and passion. I'm sorry, Beta. I didn't see it before. I see it now." The next week, Vinod set up a small speaker in the living room and asked Nikhil to play something for the family. It wasn't a trophy, but it was the first time Nikhil felt like his father was truly watching him, not comparing him. So here's what actually helps prevent this kind of quiet damage between siblings. 1. Praise each child for something only they do, without mentioning the other. Try, "I love how creative you are with music, full stop, no comparison attached." 2. Catch yourself before saying, "Why can't you be like," even said lightly or as a joke. This sentence tends to stay with children far longer than parents expect. 3. Make space for different kinds of achievement. A trophy and a song both deserve the same pride on your face. Effort and passion matter as much as visible success. 4. Ask each child privately, sometimes if they ever feel compared. Simply asking, "Do you ever feel like I compare you to your sibling?" can open a conversation that might otherwise stay hidden for years. Now, today's phrases, let's go through them one at a time. 1A. Measuring stick. This means a standard used to judge or compare something here, using one sibling to judge the other. 2. Absorbed quietly. This means something is taken in slowly, without much notice, like a feeling settling in over time, unnoticed. 3. Shaped her self-image. This means something influenced how a person sees themselves, their sense of who they are. 4. Measuring pride in trophies. This isn't a fixed idiom, but it means valuing achievement only through visible rewards instead of effort or passion that might not come with a physical prize. 5. Truly watching him. This means giving someone real, genuine attention, noticing them fully, not just observing from a distance. That's 5 for today, this week. If you have more than one child, try praising each one for something only they do, no comparisons attached. If this episode reminded you of your own siblings or your own children, try this today. Say one specific comparison-free compliment to someone you love. Tell me in the comments, did Naina's story or Nikhil's story hit closer to home for you? And if you've ever felt like the other sibling growing up, share your story below. It might become the next episode. See you in the next one.